Hello, welcome to the land of Kakiak. My name is Laurel. Today I'm continuing on in our discussion of syllable types and how we divide them. Last video we talked about closed syllables. Today we're going to talk about open syllables. I will link in the description box back to the previous videos in this series if you need to go back and check those out. There's also a very first video was a discussion on consonants, vowels, and what syllables are. Okay, moving on with open syllables. I'm going to just show you something I'm just referring to as I go. I just have some cheat sheets here. I took these ones out of my spelling boot camp, but these same sheets are included in all my McGuffey spelling programs. I've got 7 syllable types I like to work with. There are a few variations on the syllable types, like lists you come across, and I'll try to address those as they come up when we're discussing different things. So syllable types, syllable division patterns, and things that we don't divide. So those are things that, just so you know, if I'm like looking off camera, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like looking at my own notes. All right, so first of all, what is an open syllable? A syllable that ends with one vowel and the vowel is long. And so you'll see this in whole words, like, let's just a short word first. Things like B, right? Single vowel at the end here, and it's long. You also see it in prefixes like re, right? Like in a prefix. The word no. The word flu, which I know is a shortening of influenza, but flu. Words like Y, see that long I sound? And even the word to is considered a long vowel sound at the end there. So you kind of get the idea, right? All right, let's go over a few words that are multi-syllable so you can see the division process. We'll start with a really short one, the word ego. The politician had a huge ego. All right, so remember how we start our division process. I mean, you may be able just to hear, but a lot of times you can just hear where the division is, but let's just do the whole thing, right? So we've got E, we've got a vowel sound, and O, right? Long E, long O. You have to divide between the vowels because there's only one vowel per syllable, right? We've got a consonant sound here. And do you remember, we talked about this last time, there's a VCV closed, and that is when the vowel is short. And then there is a VCV open when that vowel is long. That will tell you how it's pronounced, where you're going to divide the syllable. So if it's a closed vowel, so if the vowel is short, then you know it's closed, and so we have to leave that consonant on there to close off the vowel to keep it short. So we would divide here. If the vowel is long, then we know that there is no consonant closing it off within its own syllable, and so we're going to divide it here. So looking at this word, ego, we see our VCV syllable division pattern. And we know that it is a long vowel, so there must not be anything closing it off within its own syllable. So this is a VCV open. Okay, now let's look at the syllable type. So I've got 2 syllables here, right? E and go. So E is standing all by itself. That's its own open syllable. Open. And go, again, we have a long vowel standing alone at the end of the syllable. It's also an open syllable. Let's do another one. So we have the word veto. Veto. right? We have a long E and O again. The vowel, vowel. We've got a consonant in between. We're falling into that VCV pattern. And we know we are going to divide following the open pattern because of that long vowel, right? V, open, toe, open. Okay, let's do another word. What about the word robot? Okay, we got long O, ro, there's our vowel, bot, it's a short O. And we've got a consonant in between. So I see my VCV syllable division pattern again. So I've got a long O here, so I know there must not be anything closing it off. So I know to divide there for it to keep that long O. So my first syllable is open, so nothing closing off that vowel. And my second syllable is closed. I've got a consonant here closing off my O, making it short. So just for like the sake of experimenting, what if I erase that T? What if it was the word robo? That would change this word like that. Once you opened up that syllable by taking that consonant off, it would change the O to a long O. And then I would have a open syllable. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do the word item. Okay, I have I, vowel, tum. This is actually more of a schwa, right? It's a vowel sound though. We don't say item, we say item or item, like an I or an It's just because this is the unaccented syllable, so the vowels very often degrade in the unaccented or unstressed syllables. I've got my consonant here. This is an VCV open, right? Open syllable. This is actually a closed syllable. Let's do another one. This one's more interesting. About the word quiet. The fact that there's an IE here, this IE here could throw someone off because it looks like a vowel team if you don't know how to pronounce this word. But it's actually not. It's because this is a 2-syllable word, quiet, right? Quiet. It's not the word, it's not like I before, it's not IE saying like E or I. It's not quit or quit. Sometimes you have to know how the word sounds before you can know how to divide the word. So we've got a vowel here, and we actually have a vowel here. It's not a vowel team. So we have qui with a long I, quiet. Well, short or, again, we pronounce this really more like a schwa. We say quiet or quiet, right? But I mean, it's like a short, it's really more like a short vowel. So when you have 2 vowels next to each other, when you see this syllable division pattern, you always divide between the distinct vowel sounds. So now I have qui, I have an open syllable, and it, et, or it or ut, or however you pronounce it, which is a closed syllable pattern. It's being closed off by that consonant here, right? Let's see another one like that. How about the word poem? Poem. We got po, again, it's kind of a schwa. Kind of a schwa, kind of a short, right? Again, we have that double 2 vowels, right? Syllable division pattern. And when there are 2 distinct vowel sounds, this does not say OE as in saying O or representing the sound O. It's O and E. So we divide between the distinct sounds. So I have an open syllable here, right? Nothing closing off that O to make it short. And I have a closed syllable here of a consonant closing off my vowel, my single vowel. Okay, let's look at the word. Let's look at this word. Subject. Are there any open syllables in this word? Is the word pronounced subject? Or is it subject? Well, let's just do it the long way. You know the answer, but we've got sub, we have a short U, ject. We have a short E. And then we have a consonant sound here and a consonant sound here. And we know when we see that VCCV pattern, we divide between the two consonant sounds. And this makes sense. We have sub. We've got a consonant closing off our vowel, just short. This is a closed. And then we have a short E closed off by two consonants here. We have another closed. So no, there are no open syllables in this word. Okay, let's do one more word and we'll see if you can divide this on your own. Let's write the word pesto. Pause the video and take a second to divide it and come back and I'll work it for you. Okay, let's work it. So we have a vowel here and a vowel here. Pesto, is a short E, O, long O. I have two consonant sounds in between. I see my VCCV pattern. We learned that we divide between the two consonants. I'm looking, if you have this cheat sheet, it's here. Okay, so I have pesto. So I've got a closed syllable here, my short vowel closed off by a consonant. I've got a long vowel here at the end with nothing closing it off. I've got an open syllable. Okay, well, I hope that was helpful in helping you understand what a open syllable is. And I'll be back next time. We'll probably go with, we'll start working on our magic E syllables. Okay, bye.